The Alpha Canine Group, pioneering new and exciting standards for realistic dog training methods, practical canine behavioural rehabilitation, and professional hands-on handler and trainer education. Welcome to Alpha Dog Training Weekly Obedience Classes. We are revolutionising the way obedience and good behaviour is taught in group training scenarios. With Alpha's positive and realistic training methods, even young puppies can learn to be obedient under high levels of distraction, without the need for food rewards. Positive leadership starts at the beginner levels. It is here that owners learn to train their dogs how to listen under relevant distractions by using Alpha's pattern learning training method and Alpha developed learning principles such as reinforcement contrast effect and reset learning. Through progressive teaching strategies and class structures, Alpha has taken group obedience training to entirely new levels of practicality and relevance for dog owners to apply out in the real world. The way you train is the way you react, and the skills learned in your classes are very handy when practicing under the distractions presented at home and elsewhere.
Well done.
Back in 1996, Alpha Dog Training developed the concept of interactive tuition within group classes. Because there are no formal, straight-line formations or competition routines, our professional trainers and trainees can move freely and interact with individual customers during class, offering personal help when required. There is also a 20-minute period at the end of each class for more personalised help with your obedience training or with behavioural problems occurring at home. Alpha's methods are unique. The before and after footage for the two dogs that follow has been taken at their very first and second visits to Alpha. In one session we can help owners to achieve incredibly positive outcomes with their dog's antisocial, fearful, anxious or overexcitable behaviour. This is just the start of the journey, but what a great way to begin your dog's behavioural rehabilitation. The results with this dog shown here have been achieved in a single introductory group session. In both before and after footage, the dog is on flat collar.
Excellent. So second session, you wouldn't even know it was the same dog.
No.
Fantastic.
It's much better.
Sensational.
The dog we are viewing now is at Alpha for the first time on a Wednesday evening and has arrived early for our first free session and guided tour. Her fear-based aggression has made it difficult to take her out on walks because of her intense reaction to other dogs. Incidentally, the trainer's dog being used here as bait also started out at Alpha with a similar sort of problem and was quite vocal and uncontrollable around other dogs at his first session. Alpha trainers are friendly, confident and competent when helping owners and will take the lead when possible to do so in order to demonstrate that the dog's behaviour has the potential for modification. They can do this because they have personally trained over 220 dogs other than their own of varying breed, age and disposition as part of their trainer education. They must also train their own dogs to demonstration standard during their course. Although a little difficult to see due to the late hour, the owner is now walking her dog out at the end of the first free session through groups of other dogs without incident and in the dark. And now here's the same dog 4 days later on the Sunday morning, already looking far more relaxed around dogs, and we haven't even started official training yet. All Alpha dog training classes are taught by instructors who have their own dogs with them when they teach. Alpha set this important industry standard of method validation 15 years ago, and we call it leading by example. When teaching, we also fit our dogs with the same training equipment that our customers use whilst training their dogs. This keeps explanations and demonstrations as consistent as possible. Choice of dog training equipment is probably one of the most debated topics within our industry. At Alpha, we use and recommend head training halters as they are gentle, precise, and make teaching dogs reliable obedience and good behaviour under distraction a reality. The correct type of head halter also produces reliable off-lead standards far quicker than any other training equipment. We have the well-trained and well-behaved off-lead dogs belonging to customers, trainees and instructors to prove our point. Part of our teaching process is to also demonstrate customers' dogs that are still learning the exercises rather than always relying on our own well-trained dogs. This way owners get to see how virtually all dogs can learn and improve very quickly when handled correctly. These demonstrations help owners to understand that it is their skill development that is every bit as important as their dogs. By demonstrating with different dogs, there is more opportunity to highlight important points relating to the consistency of the method. It's great to see different dogs responding in the same consistent manner. This owner here is in her very first official class, Level 1 First Timers. Her dog has even been a little stubborn with its new halter, but still, the results are exciting to say the least. Look at the focus from her dog during the sit step away exercise as it listens to her voice and remains in position until the pattern is finished with an exciting release command. The release command is a powerful and practical reward that works on all dogs when taught correctly as part of the pattern learning training method. Just to show that it is not a fluke, second time around the dog is still as focused as ever and showing genuine understanding of the new exercises being taught. The recognition of language and tone of voice are evident and can be seen in the dog's consistent responses. The owner is happy, the dog is happy, and we're still at the beginning of the training journey.
Well done. Excellent. Beautiful. Excellent. Now, beautiful. Okay, back in. I'm happy with that.
At Level 1 First Timers, we also introduce owners to Alpha's proven and effective canine good behaviour shaping methods and reinforcement crossover consistency principle. Owners are taught how to apply reinforcement contrast effect in a couple of common and important scenarios that help to teach their dogs manners that really matter. These exercises take the concept of consistency to whole new levels of understanding and are rewriting the rules of canine behavioural and learning theory from a practical perspective. Here the dog is being taught a simple boundary setting exercise, not to cross the line on the ground, as an example of behaviour shaping that can be easily applied in real life scenarios. Don't run out the front door, the side gate or jump out of the car until invited to do so. Remember, this is still new to the dog, but look at the results.
Oh, good boy. Hello.
Here is a Level 4 class showing the hustle and bustle of distraction that alpha dogs learn to comfortably handle as matter of course. You will see all the owners working as individuals in a group environment as the trainers and trainees in yellow move around creating more distractions for the exercises or offering help if required. Dogs can learn under distraction, and we take great pride in showing those who visit us just what can be achieved with modern and positive training methods. Dog training should be about preparing owners and their dogs for common behavioural challenges that will confront them in both the family home and out in the community. At Alpha, we've gone to great lengths to develop positive, effective and relevant methods that can be demonstrated to work in real time. At our first free session and guided tour, you will see all this and much, much more. You can take in the atmosphere and you can see firsthand what makes our training services so special. Please remember, teaching a dog how to listen and behave under distraction requires effort and understanding on your part. But more importantly, it requires methods that actually work. As we say, seeing is believing. Experience the Alpha difference. The next video brochure in this series will contain some amazing first session success stories from Alpha Dog training, showing dramatic behavioural rehabilitation that defies the accepted theories on canine aggression. You can visit us at www.caninecommunicators.com.au.